Alright, here we go again. A slant view. Number 3. Oh, with 2 sides of cauliflower. And as promised, this one's going to be all about my acquisitions whilst in Bangkok, Thailand. As I alluded to in the previous episode, when I landed at BKK Airport and got picked up by a cab service that I prearranged for, I got there to take me from Bangkok to Pattaya. They were supposed to take me to first the U.S. Embassy and then to this place, Action Zone in Bangkok. A store that I was really anxious to get to. And through some sort of miscommunication, I did not get to go there after the airport. I just went to the embassy for what turned out to be no good damn reason. Ooh, excuse me, I shouldn't even bothered going there. I should have just had the guy take me to the store instead of the embassy, but que sera, sera. What will be, and it's all over now, and I ended up getting to go there anyway. Because I knew that I was going to spend at least 2 or 3 days in Bangkok during my 30-day sabbatical in Thailand, just to go to this place, Ratchamadern Stadium, and also Lumpini Stadium, probably, as I like to call them, the meccas of Muay Thai. Great places, great experience. So let's see. Lumpini ticket receipt. Lumpini Kia Pitch Promotions program. Main event: Boyak Saman Prai and Peak against. Sorry, that was the gym name. Go Boyak Sam Prai versus Nagnern PK Sayanchai Muay Thai Gym for the 107-pound Lumpini Championship. Exciting fight. Champion retained. Lots of other awesome fights throughout the evening that I shared with all of my friends through my social medias. I will say that it was a pain in the ass getting out to Lumpini. I missed the first couple of fights because it took over 2 hours to get there from central Bangkok. It took all of 15 minutes to drive back to central Bangkok from the stadium without rush hour traffic, which lets you know how congested it is in Bangkok. Here's my Lumpini ticket receipt. Sorry, Rashmadern. And my Rashmadern program. And the main event for that night was Seksan Rotlek versus Rotlek, and it was a 500,000 baht fight at 133 pounds. Awesome fight. Awesome fight. All the fights there were awesome. Both places. I mean, it's the best of the best of the best. As I explained to some fellow foreigners that were in the ringside area with me, it's like, you gotta understand, this is like, if you have a championship from this place, you're the world champion. Like, really? Wow. Yeah, man. Wow, indeed. But anyhow, I didn't pick up much from either of the places, like from their pro shops or anything aside from t-shirts. I got this t-shirt, white one, and then I got the Lumpini tank tops, twins tank tops with the Lumpini badge and the gloves. Anyhow, back to this place. I want to make sure that card and address and stuff is visible. Action Zone. A lovely little shop in Bangkok. what neighborhood was that? All I know is if you go on the BTS, you get off like on the National Stadium stop off the BTS, and you will not be that far. You go, I believe, south from the BTS stop to the Tesco Lotus mega store. And right at that major intersection, if you turn opposite that Tesco Lotus, like it'll be to your right, you go to your left, you go a couple of doors down, and you'll get to the Action Zone store. And it's run by this lady, I want to say her name is Araya, and her family. And awesome store, awesome people. I'm gonna go into the massive amount of stuff that I bought from there as best as I can. I'll start off with my twin shin pads. I am a big believer, loyalist in this brand. In all, pretty much all the products they produce. I mean, there's a reason why they are the official glove of both the Bangkok stadiums. Okay, I like the shin pads a lot because I bought a pair of twin shin pads way back in 2006, and those things lasted me until 2015 before I needed to buy a new set because this right here had worn out, the bottom foot piece. So I finally got some more, and I like the new ones because the back is a little bit different. Like, I was a little bit envious of some of my other friends at the gym that had the newer design of shin pads, the MMA brand shin pads, and a lot of them had this like hook and loop closure. I like it because of the security as opposed to the old just flap over Velcro. So I'm glad they made this small change to their design. It definitely snugs the leg much better. Feels like you get better side coverage as well. So I'm very glad that I got these. I did just get some Sandy shin pads not too long ago, which are good shin pads. I'm not down on them, but these are the best. And it was like my top priority while I was over there to make sure I got some twin shin pads, because I hate paying postage. Like I think these were 2,000 baht plus discount they gave me. So I don't remember what the actual price was, but in American US dollars, I think that breaks down to a little over $50 I paid for these. Whereas if I would have bought them online, I would have probably ended up paying close to $100+ after shipping and handling and all that stuff's added on. Almost guaranteed. For a small amount of time, there was a couple of people in the United States that actually carried it on hand where you could get them for like $80, which is still a little bit outrageous. But anyway, so there you go. I paid right around $50 for these, I think, all told. I don't remember how she broke it down for me bit by bit. They were wonderful people. They even bought me a coffee from one of the street vendors down the road. Coffee yen, iced coffee, and a namyen, bottled namyen, cold water. Awesome people again. So twin shin pads, I needed them. I wanted them. I think when it comes to general bang for your buck, there is no better brand than Twins for value. At least not so far. Who knows? Maybe these things will turn out to only last me like 2 years, and I'm gonna have a whole different opinion. But like I said, my original Shins twin pads, I bought them in 2006. They lasted me until 2015 before the bottoms of the foot wore out. So that's some real good durability. And they definitely have all the padding stuff that you like to have. Let me go ahead stick with the twins motif. Also, while I was there, I wanted to make sure I got my own pair of kick pads instead of relying strictly on the gym/team for kick pads. That way, if I could be more mobile, so to speak, you know. I again, brand loyalty to twins. Also, these were the largest size they had, and seeing as I end up having to hold pads a lot of times for legitimate heavyweights, and by legitimate heavyweights, I'm talking about people that if you got them down into quote unquote fighting shape, they're still going to be well over 200 pounds. Even if they're like emaciated, dehydrated, they're still going to be over 200 pounds. Legitimate heavyweights. So anyway, I need these extra big pads to absorb those guys kicking. And I definitely have noticed a difference since I've gotten back that I can handle the brunt of the big guys that we have shins a lot better with these than I could with any other brand or style of kick pads I've worked or held in the past. And I've gone through laundry lists of different kick pads I've held. And this is the first time I actually got my hands on some twins. Because again, postage costs. I don't even want to tell you how much these things would have cost me to ship. I don't even want to think about how much they would have cost me to ship. And I can't remember what I got charged there. I could look it up on our catalog price, but again, a very, very fair price. I love these things. Like I said, they are extra absorbent, and when I'm dealing with the extra big, heavy guys, man, I haven't had anything yet that works or absorbs as well as these bad boys do. So let's move on down on the list to where I'm not so twinsy, because I also wanted some combo hand pads. And oh, wait a second. Let's stay twinsy. I almost feel like what's his face from Lord of the Rings. God damn it. Smeagol. Talking about being tricksy. Twinsy. I got me some of the throwback shorts in green. I like this color green. Kind of helps pay tribute to my mom. Omoni. Rest in peace, Mom. I love you. Because that was one of her favorite colors. Purple was her absolute favorite color. They ain't had nothing in purple. Because I asked her for purple. It was a real heart-touching moment I'm not going to get into, because again, I don't want to be crying on camera for this show. But anyway, purple was her favorite color. Then would be teal and light green. So I got these green ones, throwbacks. I really, really like these shorts a lot, because unlike the usual silk material, they're a little bit I don't know how to describe it. Oh, here we go. Good thing I knew to look at the tag. They're actually polyester as opposed to satin. And they're lighter, man. I mean, you know, I know polyester gets made fun of a lot, especially for leisure suits. But this isn't a leisure suit. These are shorts, Muay Thai shorts in particular. And they are very lightweight. They feel good. Not as they don't get as saturated as the satin shorts do. So I like them a lot. I like the look of them a lot. I like the nice little side twins badge, as well as the other leg print. Nothing too flashy, you know what I mean? As I said before, when I was evaluating King shorts, I much more for the solid color look. So I really, really like these shorts a lot. I like the King shorts a lot as well, but I like those twin shorts more so. So anyway, moving on. I needed some combo hand mitts, and by combo hand mitts, I mean something that's kind of large enough to where I can handle kicks and knees too, if need be, on the improvise. And I find that these come in real handy with the non-heavyweights and women. Um, Easy to slip into. Give me nice coverage for when I'm holding for kicks. Really good for knees. I like them a lot. And these right here are no-namers. They were recommended to me by the store. She said that she had just gotten them in. They're kind of her own generic brand, so to speak. And initially I was thinking about getting some Top King ones that were pretty much the same design and size as these. And then she brought these up and I looked at them. And I especially like this, excuse me. I especially like this wrist padding inside, which it was more pronounced than it was with the King brand ones. They also had it there, but again, not as pronounced. So I checked them out and I gave them a nice little whack in store there and compared it side by side, and they were actually felt better, more absorbent. So I went ahead and got them. I have no regrets with them. They're as high quality as any other hand mitt combo mitt that I've worked with. It is a light color. I probably would like this color too, actually. But the only other color she had was like a neon green. She showed me that. I was like, my D. I wanted to get a pillow kick pad there for the low kicks, but unfortunately the only one she had there was a Fairtex one, and I'm not buying anything Fairtex for many different personal, political reasons. Fairtex can kind of fuck off. Sorry. All respect to Yosin Klein, awesome fighter, by the way. And several other guys they've had through the years. They've had... It's not a crappy gym, necessarily. I just think that they're money scheming, I guess would be the word I'm trying to use. But, you know, who am I? I'm just some fucking nobody. Talking my shit. But anyhow, I got some elbow guards from them as well. These nice plain black ones. I like the coloration of plain black ones. But as I point out with the Nation Mans, they're not quite as naturally bent. See how I gotta kind of squeeze it to bend it, whereas the Nation Mans kind of naturally did it. They still work really well. They still fit really well. But I'll have to do this a little bit more when I first put them on, just to make sure the bony part of the knob part of the elbow is nicely covered. Because I'm not trying to hurt guys that I train with whatsoever. But I want to practice techniques, and they're free to practice them on me too. That's why I wanted to make sure I got extra ones. But yeah, more than adequate. Considering the price, I would always go with these over the Nation Mans, just because if I remember correctly, these are almost half the price. And I don't know that the Nation Mans are twice as good, even with that natural curve break. I don't mind doing this a couple extra times for half the price. Moving on down the line, because I really loaded up there. And there's actually a couple of things I'm forgetting to get. There's a lot of other things I got there that I ended up gifting to other people too. Let's see. Oh. There we go. I brought up purple. I had got some Purple Twins hand wraps that I forgot to bring along to review. I haven't even opened or tried it yet. I'm not even sure if they're the appropriate size yet. Just because I like them. Like I said, I wanted to get the purple stuff in remembrance of my mom. And hand wraps always get stinky, so I don't want to get them stinky. But she also got me some ankle braces. And you see how much smaller these look compared to the Yokals? And I'm pretty sure they're both largest. Right? These are a little bit squeezy on me. Meaning that when I take them off, they'll leave a line in my calf. So I'm not too big on these ankle braces, really. I wish I could have got them a much larger size. Sometimes before I put them on, I'll take it up my arm to try and stretch them out a little bit before I put them on my ankles, but it doesn't really help that much. Um, that being said, I do like the color. And the price was definitely right because I don't remember how deep of a discount she gave me on these, but they were close to nothing. I paid close to nothing. Other thing I picked up there was some hand wraps that are, this is kind of like her brand, I guess, or she pointed them out to me. And I've never heard of these. They're called Pro Kickers. But she's like, hey, she showed them to me, pointed them out, and I'm going to go ahead and unravel them. And I didn't think anything of it until she pointed this out to me as I unravel it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. It's like the first, we'll call it third of the wrap is padded. So for you folks out there that really like to do the knuckle padding, which when I've had the privilege, honor, whatever you want to call it, of working an MMA fighter's corner and wrapping their hands for them before they fought, I definitely always do a sturdy knuckle wrap. But these make it to where you can do it real conveniently, and it's a serious padding. I mean, serious padding. You don't have to worry about these your precious knuckles getting skinned up or hurt. But the thumb and loop becomes tricky unless you got somebody else helping you wrap these on. I can do them on my own, but I'm kind of, for lack of a better term, experienced with wrapping my hands with different types of techniques and styles. So I can hold the pad in place long enough to kind of get everything else going, right? But for most people, that's going to be a near impossible task. So they're going to want assistance. But I bought them though because of the padding. It's like, oh yeah, I like that, because I'm a guy that, I don't know if you can really still make that out or not. A little bit right there, yeah, on that middle knuckle. I can use the padding. So I bought these black ones, and I also got a red pair that I did not bring with me, and I really, really like these things. I wish the Velcro lined up a little bit better. That would probably be the only knock I have on it. And I don't like the name. Pro Kicker. I don't know why. It's like, but these are on my hands. Why you got kicking as part of your name? But who am I? Again, I'm nobody. So name aside, I really, really like these hand wraps as opposed to any other normal style of hand wraps. And I'm a big purveyor of any kind of hand wrap being on equal premises. But anyhow, I think that, yes, that should do it for, oh no. It doesn't do it because as I've been going to the side here, I gotta get a twinsy one last time. Because before I got to Action Zone, along that busy street there in Bangkok, coming off the BTS, I was in such a frenzy and anxiety to get to this store, right? Because if I remember right, that was my checkout day. So I'd already been to the stadiums. It was my last day in Bangkok. I wanted to make sure that I hurry up and got there as early in the morning. I want to make sure I hurry up, got there, got back to the hotel, and then got to my transportation to get back to Pattaya. Anyhow, so I saw this store on the way there, and I saw Twins merchandise. And for some reason I was thinking, well, there can't be more than one store in this area that's going to have that kind of equipment. That's what I was thinking. So I immediately go in there thinking, oh, luckily, I only had so much problem with, oh, wait a second, I need to go and exchange money. and they were telling me it's just down the street. So I go just down the street, and I realize that like 3 doors down is the actual action zone. So I go in there and like, oh, and then I run back to the other place. I'm like, I need to put everything back. And I didn't like the service I was getting at that place either. The girl there was just like really crappy with me. Like every time I asked for something, she's like, don't have. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, what happened to the hospitality service? Anyhow, but I did keep one thing there because I didn't want to leave her all high and dry, even though she was kind of C-wordish to me. I got me a nice giant twins bag. You can't even quite get it fully in frame there. But pretty much everything I've showed you has all been stored inside of that bag. Plus the stuff that I had gotten in Battaya. So it holds a heavyweight amount of equipment. I don't remember what I paid for it, but whatever it was a fair price. I also liked having to use it for my luggage because one thing I did not have to worry about when waiting for luggage at the airport is my bag looking like anybody else's bag. Right? You know, because I don't have, it's not a conventional suitcase, it's a gym bag, and it's not necessarily a conventional gym bag. It's a big giant twin special fighting spirit gym bag. So it sticks out, and I'm glad I got it. Also in blue because I like the underdog. And I'm going to leave on that note.